Turn off the jams, motherfucker! Yes! I gotta kick it out. But come on, it's alright. Yes, man. You feel pretty good. Guess I could get crazy now, baby. All night until the window dressing room. I'm got hazy. If you don't believe that, dig this. Turn off the jams, motherfucker! Yes! I gotta kick it out. But come on, it's alright. Yes, man. You feel pretty good. Guess I could get crazy now, baby. All night until the window dressing room. I've got hazy. I know how you want it. I pick the tight. The girls can't stand it when you're moving
What's up, everybody? Hello again. Streaming once again after like a 2-day break against my will. So, fun thing, that was MC5 that I was playing to start off, and if you look up like musical bands that were like way ahead of their time, that would pretty much be the definition of MC5. And this guy, I'm gonna take the time here to show you real quick. This guy has like by far and away the sweetest fro I've ever seen. Display capture, yeah, there we go. So, keep it paused here for a second. So just look at the fro on that dude, man. He has got like the best fro I've ever seen for a white guy. Being a white guy myself, he has got all the style. Also, another wonderful true fact is I actually got detention for singing this song when I was in high school. There's a reason why. Yeah, so listen to the very first lyrics when the song starts.
Turn off the jams, motherfucker!
Yeah, see, educators don't really like it if you yell that in school. So, yeah, so I got detention for that, but it was good. I mean, we actually played this version. I actually knew... the school I was at, they actually knew exactly the song I was talking about in the exact same version, so they already had it out there. I was ready to play bass or guitar whether they needed. Like, no, just stick with vocals because I could sing back then. So, yeah, that's a quick way to land yourself detention. So if you sing, if you're in high school or somewhere you're not supposed to be swearing and you sing MC5, kick out the jams, leave out that first part. All right, so let's get going with Metal Gear Solid 2. Getting back into it. I was originally wanting to play, add in a little stream marker, there we go. I was originally wanting to play Soul Calibur, but had some stuff come up, Soul Calibur 6 specifically. Which is why I was gone for 2 days. I had burned the crap out of my hand cooking. Stupid controller. Decided to knot itself all up and get all twisted up. Turn us back down. So what happened was, burned the crap out of my hand due to faulty crummy toaster oven. It's like not insulated, and it's like grab the handle you're supposed to grab and it's not insulated for whatever reason. It's worn out, shot, and just burned. I mean, almost third-degree burned my hand. That was pretty bad. So I spent the rest of the day with an ice pack on it, off and on, making sure it wasn't getting too wet. I wasn't getting ice burned or anything else like that until the swelling went down. It didn't blister, but there's going to be a funky looking scar up my finger. And then, yesterday I had medical problems, so it was like, okay, really can't stream today, so figured might as well get the stream in a little earlier than usual before something else comes up. So Soul Calibur, maybe I'll play that tomorrow. Pardon me. But for now, we're just going back to making bombsicles. So, if you don't remember where we left off last time, or if this is your first time joining me, hello. Basically, running around Metal Gear Solid 2, and there's a bad guy called Fat Man. Very inventive name, because he likes bombs, and was the name of one of the nuclear bombs we had. And basically he's planted 6 bombs on each of the struts. The one that have the markers on them, like the bees, are where I need to go still, and I need to freeze them. So once I get them all frozen, then I get a boss fight with the guy. So I need to track down these bombs, and then I can fight the guy. But I have a tranquilizer gun now, which will speed things up. Hopefully. It's a level 5 door. I love this. Zone of Enders. The original demo for Metal Gear Solid 2 came packaged together with a game called Zone of Enders. And I bought Zone of Enders just to play the demo for this game. It's actually, Metal Gear Solid 2 is the reason why I bought a PlayStation 2, period. Let's see, it's a little loud in my ears. Let me get this lowered down. There we go. Adjusting my microphone volume a little bit. Still, what I need to do these days is, I didn't do it yet, is I need to figure out how to get my PlayStation 4 Gold headphones to work with OBS. So as it is currently, it's like you plug it in, it just does not work. It's like I can get sound going through, but it doesn't export out audio, so you guys can't hear what's going on. I think the bomb is on top. Is this the way to the stairs? I only haven't played the game in like 2 days now. I've forgotten stuff. That's bad. That's senility for you. Let's see. This is just, I think, the outside connecting bridge. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So I think the bridge is on the. I think the bomb is on the roof here because it's. I'm using the bomb detector. I'm not seeing anything show up on the radar so far. Go. He's down. So used to like Metal Gear Solid 5, you just run and hold people up. You can like basically take them out of commission. But these guys call in so frequently though. Like those guys like we're saying nothing here. It's like if he doesn't call in, it's gonna trigger another alert, which I think is gonna happen pretty soon anyway. Yep, so those are the stairs to go up. But now a tranquilizer gun. Oh, this guy's still asleep. Excellent. Okay, it's over. That's right, it's over on the Harrier jet. I think it's on the underbelly. Whoop. I don't know if you can see me here or not. Oh, okay, that's not good. I can't crouch underneath. Okay, he's walking by. There it is. Dude, don't call me now. I'm about to get discovered.
Right in here.
Oh god, talking in this game.
E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal writing. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yes, it's a trap, blah, 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 don't care. I'm about to get discovered. Okay. Whew. I thought the guy was gonna be right on me. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I'm good. We're okay, we're okay. Everything's fine. Okay, so where do I need to go now? Okay, so I need to head up to the next strut.
Jack, do you need to save?
It's like going to McDonald's. Would you like to order? Yes, yes I would.
You're looking pretty good.
Why, thank you, babe.
I wonder how Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin is doing.
Well, he's doing pretty good too.
Oh, really? I'm glad.
Why are you so worried?
Huh?
About Pliskin?
Well, I mean, he's defusing the bombs along with you. If he screws something up, you'll be...
I guess so. He'll be all right, I'm sure. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Hang in there.
Ah, so he's the one she's cheating on you with. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button.
What can I...
Don't
See
save.
ya.
Thank you. There we go. Okay, that's better. Judo! Gymkata! Okay, that guy's still asleep. And the other thing about this game, too, is that Metal Gear Solid 5, you have to keep... Like, you have to aim pretty high up and get them in a headshot, or, like, drop them multiple times in order to get them to get affected by a tranquilizer round. At least in this game, it's not too bad. It's like, if you don't hit, like, a headshot, they'll still go down, usually. I think the bomb is down over there underneath that plate. But I don't know who it is who's calling in for the report, so I can't zap everybody just yet.
Nothing here.
Okay, so it's that guy is causing the problem. So I can zap this guy. I can hit this dude. They can go to Sleepy Time Junction. I don't know if I can shortcut down. Okay, let's save before I do something stupid, which is pretty much the, like, what I do on the stream is just dumb stuff, so
What can I do for you, Jack?
I'm gonna see if I can flip back off the railing, drop down, and grab on again. I might be confusing my Metal Gears with which ones you can do that with, because I've played them all and they kind of bleed all together in my brain, so we'll see. That's my strategy, at least.
Hey, Jack. I bet bomb disposal's a lot like starting a relationship.
Yeah, what, you want things to explode in your face? Oh, I'm sorry, that was
Dismantling
inappropriate.
Emotional defenses, being on your toes constantly. You know.
I guess. Neither of them are my strong point.
It's true that you're not the most patient man in the world.
Or have
It's
much of a
not that.
personality.
I like to leave things as they are.
Are you afraid of what might be hidden inside?
Not afraid, just unwilling to deal with complications.
Like me?
You're...
Hey, Jack.
yeah.
Do you know why I took this job?
Money?
I wanted to see what you were really like.
But we've been together a while. You know me already.
No, you never let me in past a certain point, and I need to know what's there.
Oh, are you trying to take me apart now?
Hey, it's not important. Good luck, Jack.
I'll just distract you on a life or death mission. Ha ha ha! It's not important. Okay, so can I flip over this railing? Gymkata! Ah, I can. Alright, cool. So I'm pretty sure the bomb is in here.
Raiden, at your feet, there's a hatch for pipe or gauge maintenance. Face the hatch and push the action button to open it. There may be something you can use, so check the inside thoroughly.
Oh, I should have done my pull-ups off screen.
Nothing here.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, where do I need to go next? Up and to the left. Yeah, that leads out. I can't get out that way, so this is how.
Nothing here.
Alright, making progress. This is good. I'm trying to remember where... Okay, so I think I remember where the silencer is for the SOCOM, because then I can take out cameras. I think it's back where I met Snake, so...
Talk to you soon.
Like, leave me alone, I'm hiding here.
I'm all right.
I'm pooping, just leave me alone, okay? Yes, look that way. Oh. Aha! SOCOM bullets, cool. I'll take those. I need more of the M9s. I usually trank people more. Okay, so Cypher. I think it's the transformer room. I think that's where I met Snake. Like I said, it's either one. It's going to take me to either one of the two locations where I'll be getting the silencer for the SOCOM. If my memory is correct, which is might well not be. I apologize, you guys keep seeing me save all the time, but you really need to, because if you die in this game, you go back to your last save,
Jack, do
so...
you need to...
It gets really, really old real quick, but it doesn't drop you right where you start, so...
Take it easy.
No, you take it easy. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, that's the exit. There we go. Okay, so he's dropped bullets. Oh, don't tell me I'm wrong with the whole suppressor thing. Don't make me Google it. Thought it was inside the door of one of these. Guess I thought... Oh, wait a minute. There it is. So I knew there was a trick to it. Got the big brain power. Put that gigantic IQ I have to good use, which I do have a high IQ, but it means absolutely nothing in the world.
Raiden reporting. The C4 in Strut B has been disposed of.
You can have an IQ of 178 and still not know where your shoes are in the morning. It just means that you have a potential to learn or be smart.
Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I
For me.
knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right.
I've
I
been
can try to
lying.
spray
I'm a
from
big
distance.
faker.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay.
I gotta find the president and escape New York.
I have the level 4 card that'll get me into shell.
Gotta fight
2
against the
in case.
You'll
A1
never
number.
make it.
Yeah, it was
That
A
bad
number
leg
1
of
Duke.
yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb.
I can
5
run
years
too,
ago,
but I have to be
I
on
messed
fire.
up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from
And if
the
you want, we
crime,
can
shielding
kneecap
myself
you. I
from
mean,
the
it'll
public
recreate the
outcry.
pain, and
I wanted
you
people
won't be able to use your
sorry
leg. You will be limping.
for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made
Sad
my life
muted
even
trumpet
more
in the
hellish.
background.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive
Trust me, I met a
I
coward
can
once.
walk with
He
my
beat
own
himself
two
inside a
feet,
locker.
and I need
Kept
them
going
to
on
stop
about
that.
Japanimation and
His crimes
tacos.
are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Okay, how about lying Peter? Does that work? Big fat phony Peter?
What's up, Jack?
You know, I'm kind of bummed out. I'm playing this on the Xbox 360, but I really wanted to play this on emulator on the PC, but unfortunately when I found out when I first started this playthrough is that it just started slowing down way too much. Like during the cutscenes, and since I'm showing all the cutscenes in this game, that would have been a problem.
But he's got no right
So,
to go around pretending he's got a prosthetic
same
leg.
thing happens
That's an
with
insult to
Subsistence
people who really
on
can't
emulation
walk.
2,
Everyone's
so
got
it doesn't
their
run to
own
full speed.
reasons.
So when I get to
Sometimes
number
we've
3
got no
after this
choice
game,
but to
it'll be the
lie.
360 version again.
You're right. I guess it is necessary.
But I really don't know if I'm going to be playing
Well,
Peace Walker or not. I really
it's
don't like that game, to be
Well,
honest.
See ya.
I will probably skip over it. Alright, so... Not that button. Start. Warehouse. I'm pretty sure the SOCOM suppressor is in here, so... What I'm going to do is run through strut A. I'm not going to worry about the bomb, because as soon as you freeze with the last bomb, that triggers the fight with Fat Man, and I don't want to do that just yet. So I want to get my way, work my way over to the warehouse first, search around. I have an idea where the suppressor's at, because a little thing called Google dropped some hints on me. It was really convenient of Google to stop by and tell me that, completely unassisted. So that's what I'm going to do, is hunt for the SOCOM suppressor. Because then you can take out security cameras and it's not a problem, where you can take out those drones as well. So, even better. Come on, guy, drop down. I don't think either of these guys call for support, but... Okay, I guess I missed that guy. Up there he goes. Thought maybe I missed him. Nope, wrong way. That's just the roof. My bad. I think for this one, though, you have to go down to where you first start the game. I think the bomb is down there. This stuff is slowly coming back to me after not having done a full playthrough of this in about 16 years or so. I mean, when I got my PlayStation 2, I was all over this game. I mean, we're talking like almost 100% completion with the exception of the dog tags. I got a lot of dog tags back then, but my skills have suddenly dropped, or not suddenly dropped, but just steadily dropped is the word I'm looking for. Something I've noticed as I've gotten older is I'm just not as good at video games as I used to be.
Jack, do you need to... Take it easy.
No, you take it easy. Don't tell me what to do. I missed. I think that was pretty self-evident, but I missed. I just needed to point that out. Whew, just missed that. Alright. So I'm pretty sure the suppressor is in the warehouse. I think it's... yeah. There it is, because I remember there was a side room you could get into. Crawling through vents. I could remember at least that part, but I couldn't remember where it was, like what strut it was. Here we go. Because I saw this earlier, I was thinking, how the heck do I get this? Oh, come on. I was thinking, wow, I found it already. No. Wrong again. Still only have the level 1 keycard, huh? Get up, Raiden. Oh, come on. You see nothing. Oh no, they found me! If you get found, it's just easier just to take the death. Evading them is just way too much work. Cool thing about claymores is they are aimed explosives, but they're not that aimed. I mean, there's still a danger if you're very close to it, but I mean, they're pretty self-contained out, you know, explosion-wise. I don't think they'll be checking in here, but just in case.
No sign of the missing man. Nothing else to report.
Betting is probably one of those stupid things I gotta drop down on top of. With my luck, at least. No, there it is. Okay, so... okay, so here's the air vent. So it's like, it's all slowly coming back. Alright. That makes me happy. I can go pew pew silently. By the way, if you don't know anything about guns, silencers are not really silencers, they're suppressors. Of course, this says suppressor attached, which is the correct terminology. They are still loud. The whole myth, like the whole Hollywood thing about how you can shoot a silencer just goes, you know, or you can fire them next to somebody in another room, they won't hear you. You will hear it. It's about the sound. What it does is it stops it from being deafeningly loud down to maybe the sound of just about louder than a lawnmower running if you're up close to it. I mean, you will know that it goes off. So then the question arises as to why even use a suppressor. Simple, so you don't blow your hearing. Like if you're in a closed, like if you get a gun for self-defense, if you're United States, you're not a convicted felon, wife beater, anything horrible like that, and you're able to legally attain a gun, and you're in a state where you're able to do so, if you get one for a home defense, make sure you get a suppressor, because if you shoot that in like an enclosed space, even with like, you know, sheetrock walls, things like that, you can blow out your eardrums very quickly. They say shotguns are great for home defense, but let me tell you, man, shotguns are, oof, they will destroy your ears real quick. Let's close these. So now I need to get out of here without being seen. Which is easier said than done because I'm not that good at this game. Alright. I don't think you can see around this wall. Must escape. Okay, let's go out here because the guy's coming. Okay, so now I need to work my way back down to strut A. Let's just save because I'm out of there and I have the suppressor now, so that's good.
What can I do for you, Jack?
Yeah, so if you want to like recreate like how loud a silencer is, usually it's like a lot of sound is just coming from the bolt operating on your gun, but just if you want to have some possible hearing damage, just clap as loud as you can right next to your ear, and that's about the sound of what a suppressor limits a gunshot to. But seeing the other ones having fired guns without them, it's worth it.
Talk to you soon, Jack.
I wish they were super quiet like in movies and games, that'd be great, but do what we can. Okay, so hopefully I don't run into anybody else. I think this guy's not following this pattern.
Who's there?
Stupid Xbox 360 controls.
Nothing here. Who's there?
Dude, what? That was lame. Expect him to get held up like, oh, can't do anything now, he's got a gun to my back. Oh, I thought wrong. Okay, so it doesn't matter, I'm out of there. It's all good. You get darted. Haha! Ooh, that pulled that one way too close. Okay, so now for the last bomb. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I need to go down to where I started the game. Pretty sure that's where it's at. Anything over here? Bullets. Okay, cool. I like the tranquilizer gun. Pardon me. What really irks me in the later Metal Gear Solid games is that you have suppressors. Well, it started with number 3. You get suppressors, and they just wear out way too fast. That's another tip too. If you can leave the area before they can call in, then they won't sound an alarm. But starting with Metal Gear Solid 3, suppressors wear out stupidly fast. I mean, it's like a couple of shots and they're gone. I mean, we're not talking like Zelda Breath of the Wild durability where it's just like non-existent. But I mean, it's still a problem. Oops. There we go. Whereas in this game, just like in real life, you can put thousands of rounds to a suppressor and it won't have any malfunctions or problems whatsoever. Okay. Thought there was a way. Maybe I was wrong about this? In the interest of time, and in cheating, because I don't care, Metal Gear Solid 2 strut a bomb. Okay, don't care about your crappy music, dude. Oh, duh. I forgot about that entire room even existed. Wow, I feel dumb. Well, dumber than usual, we'll put it. Okay, so it's downstairs. And I can just go down through here. I don't need to backtrack the other way. This will still take me down there. Forgot that there was a door down there that takes you into the pump room. Hey, it's Nimix. What's up? Good to see you. Oh god, this room. Oh, okay. It's like a mini navy. It's a mini maze you need to navigate. Ooh, that's good. Since I came up with some more stuff. Why did I just punch through this guy? Like I'm just standing there waving my hands like I'm doing a really lame magic trick. Hey, 8 more frames. Okay, so there is a camera in here and a guard. So I should just probably straight up murder them. Remember kids, violence is not the answer. But it is fun. Don't you know I'm Jack the Ripper? Probably not. You see nothing. And that's why the SOCOM is awesome. So now I need to figure out my way through this little maze type deal, I guess. Well, that was a road to nowhere. Okay. I mean, you could easily just vault over these or climb over them, but nope. I am easily defeated by, like, shoulder height pipes that you can climb on. My one weakness, how did they know? Remember one of these pipes you can crawl under. It's not like one of these, but like it looks like a set of 3, but it's actually 2. I think this is the one right here. If I can just get right into position himself correctly. Maybe. There we go. Alright.
No one's going to leave a bomb in a place that easy to reach.
But they will.
It would be more worthwhile to search convoluted areas that can't be reached simply by walking.
Okay, well, what do you suggest, Mr. I'm not really crippled but lied? Crawl down this pipe. Oh, I remember this one. This drove me nuts for the longest time because I didn't know you could crawl down through that spot. So I was just walking in circles, just getting angrier and angrier. Alright, here we go.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing
We
showing
got a
up
whole
on the
bunch of
sensor now.
bombsicles.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid.
C4 is an
I
amazing
still have more to
product.
go.
You
How's
can
your
burn
bomb,
it,
Peter?
literally
It's a bomb, all right.
set it on fire, and it will burn, but it will not explode.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be...
And trust me, growing up a military brat, you learn lots of stuff. Like, you can set C4 on fire. It's almost like gasoline. It doesn't take too much of a flame to get it going.
Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time.
As long as you don't have any type of blasting concussive material inside it,
Big
it's good to
shell's
go.
Structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course.
He brought that stuff with him, and it fits in his pocket.
Does it work?
Things like that
Just
do
tested it,
exist,
and it definitely
but we're talking like briefcase
the best
size.
I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Okay, now I need to get out of here. Sensor is useless. Let's see, what is a good thing I can put on that will save me instead? And nothing really. I guess ration will do. Yes. All right. Good here. And there is... I don't think I picked up the cardboard box. Yeah. Actually, I should have just crawled through the pipe to get it, but I can live without it. I think it's going to be a problem later on. Because you don't technically need the boxes, it just speeds up travel in certain areas. But in order for this game to fast travel, you have to be in the warehouse in order to use it. Because that's the only place, because if you're in any other strut, you can't use it at all. Whereas in the original Metal Gear Solid, it all depended upon, like if there's trucks spread out throughout. Even Metal Gear Solid 5, through a lot of the major landmarks you have, will have a little delivery spot for trucks. So you can just pop down your cardboard box on there, wait about 15 seconds, and you'll be delivered to wherever the box is set to go. Or actually what area you selected on, so... Need to head back to, where was it? Transformer room. I might be going the entirely wrong direction. Dining hall, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Nope, nobody there, just flipping ninjas. Alright, be just a second. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, so I can put this on real fast. It's only gonna last about a minute, but you'll see why I constantly yell at. This is a classic movie I absolutely love. It's pure absolute cheese. But give me 1 second, and I'm gonna create a little text box. Back in a minute. Display capture. Bam! Alright. I will leave you with the trailer for Jim Cotta while I run and grab a drink real fast. I'll be right back.
His name? Kurt Thomas. His title, 3-time world gymnastics champion. His assignment? A secret mission for the United States government. His only weapon? Himself. And that's all he needs. Combine the discipline, the timing, and the power of gymnastics with the explosive force of karate. And a new, all-powerful martial art is born. Jim Cotta. Kurt Thomas becomes Jonathan Cabot. He must penetrate a mountain fortress to compete in an ancient savage ritual. They call it the game. But nobody wins. And nobody lives. Until now. When gymnastics and karate are fused, the combustion becomes an explosion. And a new kind of martial arts superhero is born. Jim Cotta.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to run and grab a drink. Unfortunately, one of the things you never hear about being on painkillers for quite some time is that you can get dry mouth all of a sudden. And I apologize because I'm eating something as well. Very bad manners, I do apologize. But you can suddenly just get dry mouth out of nowhere. And I just finished my drink. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to survive this. So I had to run and grab something else to throw in my mouth, like a little turkey jerky. That basically kind of helps stop your stomach from getting upset too. So be just one more second. I'll take a look at this little slideshow. I should probably be adding more pictures into this. Until recently, I've really kind of started to fully understand OBS after like a year of hatred. I'm not really that good at like figuring stuff out too, so I let it kind of get like a little bit better technical verse with it, but anyway, the trailer showed Jim Cotta. I absolutely freaking love that movie. It's so cheesy. It's just it's something you have to see and to just fully appreciate it. It's fun, it's dumb, it's great. About a month and a half ago, I actually got to talk to Mike Nelson from Rift Tracks. He showed up on his on the Rift Tracks Twitch stream, which if you haven't checked it out, please do. They're basically the guys who did Mystery Science Theater 3000, but now they do like more modern movies and other stuff as examples. And I got to chat with them for a little bit, which is pretty cool. And I was like, why have you guys not done Jim Cotta as a movie? And he told me that it's due to MGM wanting absurd amounts of money. I mean, they've done like Kickstarters before to fund certain movies being streamed, but he told me like what they wanted was within the six-figure range, which would not be good to just do a Kickstarter for just one movie with that amount, just for like a one-time showing. So it's basically MGM is what's causing it, but I'm like, okay, but you guys can just do an MP3 instead of doing the full video bundle or anything else like that. He's like, oh yeah. It's like, dude, get on that. So there's a possibility we might be getting Jim Cotta as a riff track, and I really, really hope that does pan out. Because I mean, the movie is like, you can just sit there and make fun of yourself. Pardon me, but I'd rather have the pros who used to do it Mystery Science Theater 3000 do it instead. Okay. Make my way back to the dining hall. Pretty sure there's a guy who's gonna pop up down here. Guess not. Okay, well, I apologize for wasting everyone's time on this. Because when there's a soldier who pops up down at the end. I guess maybe he might be still napping from the last time I drank them? Okay, no, there wasn't one. Okay, so I just completely forgot. That's where, what's her face? The girl who can't be killed because she has a device on her she didn't realize. Fortune blew up the bridge. Okay, that guard's still in the toilet.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin?
How can you see it if it's invisible?
I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin!
Well, you've done it now.
Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
Okay, so this is where I need to go down to the basement. Yep,
Right,
there it is.
Move. Get to the bottom of strut A
That's where I
now.
head down to where I started the game. Before I forget, save.
Jack, you okay?
Yeah, I just got like, you know, a little over 6 minutes before everything goes kablooey. Nothing big.
Hang in there.
It was really cool. I was thinking about this game because I watched the Digital Foundry's breakdown analysis of this game. And it was really awesome. It's like you see, especially like in the beginning part, the tankers or anything there's a floor reflection, and you see your character, you know, reflected. It's actually not a reflection. What they did is they mirrored the sprites for your character underneath it. So like you actually have a duplicate Raiden underneath mirroring your steps below. And same thing for surrounding objects that were quote unquote reflecting, which I thought was pretty awesome. So I remember at the time, like, PlayStation 2 really couldn't do reflections too well, and that's how they got around it. So it just duplicated everything. Okay, that guy's still passed out. I am heading the right way, right? Yes, okay. I just hate to be, like, running here, like, running the wrong direction. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully the business meeting went well. No problems, such as you're still employed and making more money than ever, and... Yeah, I remember working. That was a fun time. I would like to go back to work because I like to make money. Money is good. Especially when you, like, suddenly like your job because you're working with computers in the field that you want to. Yeah, I tend to bum people out pretty easily. I am amazing at that. If I could get paid for bumming people out, oh, I'd be amazing. I could retire. Can I shoot through grates? I don't think I can. Aha, I can. That's awesome. I didn't know if that would work or not. Let to go down, please. Hello. There we go.
Raiden, Bliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
Fat man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as
If you're going to use a proximity sensor, you wouldn't use a microwave because that's very low waves.
Too late.
So,
Bliskin, get away
yeah,
from strutting.
it's good for traveling distances, which is what the army uses for transmitting data long ways out.
Use the spray.
But you don't use it as a proximity sensor because it's the wrong type.
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am.
Friendly competition with choice games?
I know you can.
I mean, like, Fightcade type deal? Or like gambling? Okay, that's fine. I already did that before. Let's see. Sensor B. Lots of ammo. This is gonna be great. Whenever the game ammo dumps on you, you got something's coming down the pipe. Pardon me. Ah, that's right. This thing beeps at you. It's actually on the life raft itself. There it is. I don't think I can... There we go. Not the claymore. I don't need to blow myself up. That was another one that confounded me too, because I'd run around, I could keep hearing it, then I'd look, first person couldn't see it until I ducked down and went, oh.
I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss.
I've actually
for
thought about
everyone.
doing like Fightcade,
Yes, it was.
things of that nature.
Any
There was
damage
also
report on
something
the
else my
explosion?
friend Pat told me about last time, Parsec, which is like lets you play games with people through your computer, but I've not tried it out. I don't know if games are supported for that,
What
but
about the toxins?
yeah. So what do you have, like a certain game in mind, or?
There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Alright, so now I get to fight Fortune, as in, like, literally dodge and do nothing, because if I remember correctly, I don't think I can damage her
Jack, is
at
that
all.
you?
True. Of course, it depends entirely upon, like, what type of game you're playing, you know? Like, fighting games are, like, they're okay, but, like, if you're just playing against a computer, they're kind of boring, but if you play against somebody else, it becomes a lot more interesting. But then you get certain games like Ninja Gaiden where it's a lot more fun just to play by yourself, because that's how the game was designed. No! Didn't want to do that. Get out of the water. I was trying to show is, hey, you got all these cockroach things. You can screw with them. Be gone. Go back to your home. Does Mr. Ronald need? Getting drunk off of ghost pepper flavored vodka. That doesn't sound like a good time. For a burn, you could just drink Bacardi 151 or diesel. Yeah, my friend's like, what time was at his house? He's like, hey, I got some like Bacardi 151. You want to drink it? I'm like, I could drink that or gasoline, and I'm pretty sure you can run a car off of Bacardi 151, so I'll pass. Is there anything here I can grab before I go face down and can't come back down here anymore? I think I got it all. Yeah. What's wrong with your car? I put Bacardi 151 in it and won't turn off now. Okay, we got everything. Ronnie's like, oh, it's a good time. I'm no mere mortal. Okay.
Right.
They say whatever can't kill you will make you stronger. I say no, whatever doesn't kill you will eventually kill you. It's just gonna be a little slower and more painful.
They shot one of them on the roof just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President
Ooh, that
Johnson's
gives me an
your
idea of a
first
game to
priority.
stream.
Priority my butt. They're all
Metal
in
Wolf
danger.
Chaos. I need
Jack,
to...
be reasonable.
Yeah, I'd have to
I
get
know
my
what you're
modified
feeling, but you
Xbox
can't
out.
save them
It's gonna
all.
look terrible on
No,
stream, but
not by myself.
it's a great
Are you
game. It's
expecting that
totally
Pliskin
bonkers.
to
They're
come
actually me
through?
remaking it. I don't know when it's coming out,
Looks
though.
like he's turned his radio off too.
But it's like,
I
it's
can't
being
complete this mission
ported
by
to
myself.
PC
That
and
man was
PlayStation
not
4, I know for
included in the
sure.
simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by
Oh no,
that,
I'd be
Colonel?
terrible at it.
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
But not as terrible as Casey Kasem, though. I mean, he was my favorite. Like, people who just don't get it, certain jobs. It's like, in this week, we get a little later from Janie. She writes, Dear Casey Kasem, my brother's suicidal and tried to kill himself the other day by jumping off the building. If you could play a song, I know they would turn his life around. Well, Janie, I got a song just for your little brother. It's Jump by Van Halen. It's like, Casey Kasem just never really got it at all. Alright, save again.
Jack, is that... Talk to you soon, Jack.
I don't know, but he'd say something. I can't remember what Rick D's stick was, but I just remember Casey Kasem just not getting most of anything like that. It'd be like, he didn't say what I said like exactly, but it's just along those lines. He just didn't quite get things, you know? Dick Clark would be like, oh god, why am I still alive? Dick Clark was like the Shakespeare, or like anyone in Shakespeare who dies and then stays alive for another 2 acts to keep talking. That was like Dick Clark in real life. It's rockin' New Year's Eve. I'm 204, and I don't know why I'm still alive. I just put a shotgun in my mouth and pulled the trigger. I just hear ringing. Now let's play some song. That's why I say if I ever live to be like 100 for some god-awful reason, I'm just gonna screw with people and tell them I eat a pine cone every day.
Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Not an original joke, but it's what I love to tell.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else.
I'm just trying to think like how heavy that gun would be, a portable railgun.
Hurry, kill me, please.
And of course, due to physics, if you're able to hit something like that and just cause it to rapidly explode in that fashion, like to send anything flying, they'd be the same equal opposite force launching you backwards.
What are you doing? Kill me.
I'm trying. Oh, I tried to dodge that one. It'd be real cool. Nope. This is basically, you just need to stay alive is all, really. Just goes and shoots everything and blows stuff up. Wow, I was surprised they didn't touch up those flames. They don't look that good. Pretty sure this is about to blow up over here, so let's head over to... Oh darn, I was thinking, oh good, he can't hit me here. Wrong. Most definitely can peg me.
Right? Fat Man just contacted us directly.
That man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, Ryder.
Okay, you realize I'm in the middle of a life and death struggle with a woman I can't shoot, right? I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to you.
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
Yes, I agree. Finally.
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds.
400 seconds remaining.
Planning on taking this
OCD, it's funny. Yeah. One pill I take. 2 pills. 3 pills.
There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
I was like, you can see his breath like it's so cold, but it's not. At least you could for a second there. I don't know what was up with that. Oh, there it is again.
Queen.
What is it?
I'll slay
It seems
Queen.
often Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
So just a reminder, Phil Lamar.
Nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomb.
It's a great voice actor.
He's completely lost sight of our ideals, and with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one.
Hey, B&B. Good to see you back.
Here I see.
Completely useless.
Just had my little fight with Fortune where you literally cannot do anything to hurt her.
Later. Then.
Now!
Never understood like why it is that, well, I kind of understand why, but it's like, okay, I'm about to go into combat. I don't gotta put on any body armor or anything. No. Latex leotard. It'll stop all bullets. It apparently works. I mean, like, the less clothes women wear in video games, the stronger they are. Chainmail bikinis, impervious to everything, even like sub-zero temperatures. So with her, it's good enough for just a draped-on jacket and a leotard. Perfectly set. So we need to armor soldiers now going into conflict. Oh, she's annoying because, I mean, you don't have a fight with her. I mean, like, literally, like, I did just dodge everything. That's it. And you don't fight her, period.
Are you gone? No.
Don't worry.
No.
Nanomachines.
That was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't die?
Why are you so obsessed with dying? I mean, there are
Alone.
psychiatrists you can talk to.
Out of death again?
Casey Kasem can recommend a song for you.
How long will you force me to
Antidepressants.
live? How much longer, Dad?
Oh, she's got daddy issues. Okay, there we go. More problems.
You've punished me enough.
Her dad, you can yell at him in the distance. Leave me out of this! I'm alive and well. I don't know what your problem is.
I thought you could give me peace.
I mean, if bullets keep swerving as they travel out of the gun, if you put the gun to the head, there's no room for the bullet to swerve out of the way, so theoretically that should do it? Just saying. Oh yeah, I got a crazy sense of humor. It's the one thing I got, because I don't win. Yeah, ladies don't date me because of looks. They like me for my sense of humor and bizarre personality, which really screams that they need more mental help than I do.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen.
It just hit me in the brain. I wasn't using it anyway.
I died once already. I can't die twice.
Well, it's like when people ask me, it's like, I mean, what do you do? Like, if you go to the beach or something, it's like, well, one, it's, you know, I'm allergic to sunlight, so it's like putting a fork in a microwave, so it just sparks and stuff like that. And, like, inflames and a lot of pain. Number two, if I take off my shirt, it will confuse babies and scare women, so, yeah. Alright, let's go. We'll save.
Jack?
Alright, so now I gotta get to the warehouse, I think they mentioned, because I think that's where it is.
Be careful, Jack.
Oh god, I wish. It's like I'm slowly turning vampire over the years. It's without the side effect of mumbling incoherently and having boring ladies chase after me and sparkling in sunlight. So it's like my eyes are light sensitive and now my skin is allergic to sunlight. So like literally I step out in the sun and like within 5 minutes amount of time I start running like a fever. All my muscles hurt, my joints ache. I start getting like flu symptoms. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I asked my rheumatologist. He's like, oh yeah, you're allergic to sunlight. I'm like, what? And it turns out my aunt is the same way. She's actually far worse. She starts to blister. So I'm like, oh, that's even better. She lives in Tucson, Arizona. Kind of where you don't want to be, you know, if you have sun allergies in like one of the sunniest, hottest places in the country. Alright. Oh yeah, Claymore's nice. That's great. They just put a bomb there for no reason, just to nick off some of your life. That's awesome. So that's a cheap shot game. Yeah, it's like, and he's not even really dead because he's back in number 4. All you do is basically just like knock him into deoxygenated water so he can't swim out. Okay, it even tells me where the bomb is. And that's it. I mean, that's literally how you defeat Vamp in this game. And then he's back in number 4, and everyone's like, oh my god, he's still alive. It's like, yeah. You didn't see him die the first time. Wurzel with a 555, not really. It's just because, like, I used to have, like, Wurzel, and that was taken, then 5 got screwed up. Whatever it was, like, throughout the years, like, more accounts just kept getting buffed for a technical problem, not, like, that was something of my doing or shutting down. But Wurzel is actually a character from a sci-fi novel series that came out written by E. Doc Smith in, like, we're talking, like, 1920 to 42. And these are, like, when you read these books, you can tell that George Lucas read them as well because they're like Star Wars. Literally like Star Wars. And he ripped off a lot of it to make those movies. So he talks about, oh, I had, like, these, you know, my Kermit the Frog voice almost. I had these great influences and things here. So I just wanted to, you know, I like these old serial stuff. And that's where I got my inspirations. Like, dude, you ripped off this guy's novels big time. Yeah. There's no restrictions on posting links here, so it's all good. You can throw a link in here, no problem. So Wurzel's just a character from a novel series. Nothing really too deep. Wow, that's a huge link. Yes, it is. That is my Twitter. Yeah, I was like, holy cow. Yep. Let's see. X. There we go. Yeah, so he dies finally in number 4 because nanomachines, which is the buzzword of the entire game. The nanomachines. Well, I used to, like, really, like, shave my head, but then it got to be, like, too much of a hassle. So I just kind of like cut it down really short. I don't really like shave it anymore. But that's like one of the things I just kind of like developed, just started doing when I lost all my hair. It's like, wait, there's a guy there, but I'm going to focus on whatever hit this. Please go down, thank you. Okay, need more bullets. Do. Thinking, how do I get to the roof? It's not this place. Yeah, I started going bald when I was 17. And for the longest time, it didn't look too bad because I had what I called the monkey butt growing on the back because I started losing the back of the head. And then it just, like, swept forward the full traditional male pattern baldness. Alright, headshot. That's fine if you want to. It's all good. I don't have any problems. I mean, I don't hide who I am or anything online because I don't think I'm that special enough to have people track me down or stalk me or anything. So use my picture or whatever. So I tell people my name is Ken Williams. I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. Because I'm not that special. And that's the whole thing about Metal Gear Solid 2. It's like, Fox died. It's like, oh, remember when that was supposed to kill you and it didn't all of a sudden? And we just don't talk about it anymore? Oh, I missed. I mean, quite obviously I missed, but... I'll just crawl. I got time anyway.
Who's there?
You see nothing. Oh, I have to get the M4 first, huh? Yeah, I see how that is. Jimkata! Yeah, so Fox Die was a really crazy thing, because, I mean, it's like, we're going to make a virus that targets specific people and their genetic information. If you can do that, you can cure cancer. Which they didn't do, because that's what kills Naomi, spoiler, in number 4. And she has cancer that the nanomachines are keeping in check. So if you can create a virus that targets specific DNA of certain people, you can cure cancer. You have everything at your disposal to do so. Just looking to see if there's any type of things I can pick up before the fight. Nope, that's it. Okay, mine detector's out. I'm thinking there's going to be some stupid thing. Oh, man. So here comes probably hands down the most annoying boss fight in this entire game, in my opinion. I mean, like, the final boss of the game is a little frustrating, a little aggravating, but this is, for me, is the worst fight. For me. Well, that's cool. It's that she's getting into it. So then the question becomes, like, if you want to do a task, what task would she do? And that's, like, for me, it's like, I couldn't even think of, like, a game that I'd want to, like, sit down and devote time to do something like that. And if I did, I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty boring and straight to the point, too, because I can't really think of too much crazy stuff to really put into something of it. It's like the only thing I'd probably do a task for would be like a fighting game, and those can get, unless you're doing like something crazy like Mortal Kombat 2, where you can just break the game into multiple pieces. Which if you haven't seen the task for Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo, watch it, it's amazing. Oregon Trail, or as I call it, the Kobayashi Maru test for children. My family and I would have like a little speedrunning thing, where basically we try to see how fast we can kill ourselves in that game. Let's see, what was I going to look up? Here we go. Mortal Kombat. Yes, 2 tasks. Here we go. Here it is. Yes, if you've never seen this task before, this is absolutely freaking amazing. Watch it later, watch it now, it doesn't really matter to me at all, but yeah, that's one of the craziest tasks I've ever seen. It starts off kind of normal, but like after a couple minutes it just goes off the rails, insane. Did I save? I'm not sure if I saved, because my memory's terrible.
Need to save?
I remember when tasks were starting to kind of become like more visible in the public, but because the one I saw was Super Mario, it was Mario Brothers 3. It's done by a Japanese runner. And he didn't label that it was a task. But I mean, you're watching it at first, you're like, oh my god, how is this possible? I mean, all these like crazy things like going through the airship level and landing on every single cannonball and never touching the ground once. And that's when you start to see stuff like, you know, tasks having to be labeled as tasks, or I like tasks.org how they have the rule where you have to, in the middle of the run, like after a couple seconds or so, have that on screen with all the stuff. So you can see that it's clearly a task and not really a human run. Okay, let's see. Coolant. Here we go. Now I've done it.
So you're the one.
Why do you sound like the Colonel?
You're right on time, I see.
Kind of.
Like a punctual man.
I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor.
I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer.
And I have stylish rollerblades. The future!
It's the rhythm of time.
That's the thing with most tasks is that everybody uses Shang Tsung just because you have so many possibilities to do. You're not stuck as one character.
Department store clock counter.
The rollerblades, do they still make those? Or do they call them inline skates now? I was worried about that the other day.
Life is short.
By the way, those bomb disposal suits he's wearing weigh about close to 100 pounds.
Its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start.
I swear in the 90s, like, rollerblades and inline skates were, like, everywhere. You could not get away from them.
Yum. Good year. Let's drink the Stillman, shall we?
Hey, it's Fico. What's going on? Good to see ya. About to do the most annoying boss fight in all of Metal Gear Solid.
$30 billion in cash.
I mean, I could just put a bullet in this guy's skull right now, but instead we're gonna stand and let him monologue.
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts. No one's gonna give.
I think he's got a straw. I think he
Yes,
does.
they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman.
Or maybe like it's sealed around the neck and it can be like a giant food bowl for like a dog and you can just kind of lap it up.
You have nothing of his courage.
Oh yeah, even at that angle he still can't get a straw down there. It'd be like one of those crazy straws.
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 gets pretty talkative. 3, in my opinion, I think is the absolute worst for talkative. 4 got really long in cutscenes because Kojima's like, hey, I got the PlayStation 3, I can do all this stuff I want to do. It's clear he wants to direct movies. That's what he really wanted to do. But 3, in my opinion, was the talkiest of all of them. The most dialogue.
That is why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
Well, crazy straw for crazy people. So let's see if I can remember the strategy for beating this guy. I think if you plant claymores in certain parts, you can knock him down and start pegging him in the head. Also, what's going on, T. Wallace?
Right, as you can see, Fat Man is wearing a blast suit. You can do very little damage through the suit. Use the first-person view to go for the head. The blast suit can't protect him from the impact of the shot itself. A series of rapid fire will knock him off balance and create an opportunity for attack. Use it.
Are you zooming in on my nose hairs? Don't do that. That's rude. Hey buddy, just stand there, will you?
Where'd you go?
Where'd I go? I'm right here. This is what makes it annoying. Thank you, sir. And this is how pretty much the fight goes. How did he know? He always knows what to get me. So great.
Are you just gonna walk around?
Sure, why not? You got a problem against that? Are you anti-walking with your rollerblades? Alright, where's this other bomb?
Come on, get a move on. Hey, where'd you go? Any seconds, and it goes boom.
Yep, I failed this one. Yeah! So how does one bomb explode that multiple times?
No! Jack, please answer me! Jack!
Oh yeah, it's like the Mortal Kombat 2 task is just absolutely insane. For me, it's literally my favorite one, just to see like how broken you can make that game. Sometimes you can also get like a lucky headshot as he's just running around. Okay, let's see. Coolant.
Look, your favorite. Explosive.
So he's so considerate. He's really nice. He's just misunderstood.
Where do you think you're looking? Man, are you slow? 20 seconds left.
Do I have stun grenades? I do! Can't remember if these do anything to him or not. Nope, they don't. Shine! Let's see, I think I can put one here. Might get him. Good, it did. Okay.
You asked for more bombs.
There we go. So it's really hard to do, but you can occasionally pick them off like that. So apparently this last bomb throws people off, and I don't know why. For me, I always thought, okay, check his body, which is where it's at. But I've heard of people just running around like crazy. Hey, an achievement. I remember those.
Nice loot.
So if I shot him in the head, why is he bleeding from the chest?
The party's over for you.
Let alone it's soaking through all those layers of Kevlar.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands.
I could have been a hand model.
Craft works of art.
Answer me. What the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Bigger than Ishtar.
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area.
Bigger than Ishtar. Bigger than Geely.
It's very close by.
It's a huge bomb.
Where is it? Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big shell with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies.
Like King Kong? Oh, my girlfriend loves that movie.
Grow fat.
Steal his rollerblade so I can get through this game faster. That would be great. That would be a good option. Ride it on ice! So it's like, oh my god, where do I go? Where do I go? I should probably move his body. Oh, look, there it is. I don't even know how he had time to hide that as I was shooting his corpse. Yeah, this amount of C4 is just gonna put a hole in the floor. It'll cause a lot of big explosion, but it's not anywhere near as powerful, so this game makes it to be.
One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the
I
ransom.
mean, you'll do a lot of damage with that C4, but you'll kill some people. It's not going to take the entire platform down.
Coming from a very different place from the other terrorists. Right. A lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
God damn, do I have to do it?
Where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
Is it Deep Throat?
How you doing,
Nope.
kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
He gets by with a little
What
help
about
from
the
his
bomb?
friend.
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
So send more than one Blackhawk?
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now.
I mean, you can send
I
the
don't see
Chinook.
their Harrier.
That can
It's out
carry
somewhere.
40,
We
50
better
people
move now,
easy.
then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
I'll keep him for safekeeping. You know what? I wonder if I can throw his body over the edge. Yes, they did that once,
What's up, Jack?
and I didn't like it, actually. What's up? Welcome, Julian. So, yeah, they did those Metal Gear Revengeance.
Jack, I know you're probably doing fine,
And
but don't
that's
get
where, for me,
discouraged.
like, it became,
Remember,
like,
Lieutenant
Platinum
JG
Games
Pliskin
no
is
longer
with you,
made
too.
good
You'll
games.
be
Like, for them,
alright.
it became, like, hit or miss with me.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Don't give me that. Every time
So,
you say nothing,
people
it's
like the
always
game, but
something.
it was
What's wrong?
so bizarre. There wasn't a
Just
blocking
that,
mechanic
you
at
know,
first.
you seem to
Then they
think
put in the
pretty highly
ability
of
to block, and then they
Well,
patched
yeah,
it out so you have to
Pliskin's the
parry
kind of guy
everything.
you can really depend on,
It's
isn't
just,
he?
for me, it's just not a fun game. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, Pliskin is one heck of a man, isn't he? He's so cool.
Listen,
so confident.
there's somebody else. I'm seeing Snake. I mean,
But he's
Pliskin.
nowhere near as cool as you.
No,
You've
that's a
always
lie.
been
That
my
is a
number
straight
one.
off lie, Ryden.
Always.
Jack, you gotta know that
That's
she's
not
lying to
what
you.
I meant.
That's okay. Your mom says you're the most handsome guy in school.
Bye, Jack.
My mom says I'm the most handsome guy in school. Oh, come on. No, I'm not gonna pick. Let's go. Oh, the game knows what I'm trying to do. Trying to give him a burial at sea. Maybe if I go this way. Oh, game, you stink. Yeah. Alright, no burial at sea for you. Ruins all my fun. It's like Dark Souls when I just take somebody and throw them on the bonfire. Same thing for Skyrim. Doesn't do anything, it's just funny. He was doing something, and I think the ninja saw.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Clearly a Russian ninja.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Except I do, it's Olga. Whoops, damn, I can't believe I said that.
If you like.
So I never understood the entire thing of why Olga, and spoiler again, which I don't care because you're watching me play this game,
Let's get out of the open.
Olga
Follow me.
plays the ninja. Because, like I said, this game is literally a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. But someone, like Kojima decided, well, let's put the ninja in too. Makes no sense, but we'll have Olga be the ninja. Why?
Neither friend.
Beat me.
Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo.
Oh god, that's another thing that if you play Metal Gear Solid 4, drink whenever you hear that. So at the time you're like, who the hell is Lala Lulelo? And then it turns out that it's nanomachines stop you from saying the word patriots.
From what?
Why? I don't know.
All right. Why
Nothing
did you
makes sense in these
contact me?
games.
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom?
You
Why
used the
won't you
correct word of
identify
whom.
yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current
Okay, you can't make out the
location of
words.
the
What?
president. Or rather,
Oh no,
the person
earthquake.
who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A secret service agent
Nope, he
named
was not in Metal Gear
Ames,
Solid
currently
1.
being held with other hostages.
He was the surprise character that Kojima pulled over everyone's eyes, where you end up playing as him for this game.
Ames has been
But
defeated
but Metal Gear Solid 2, it literally is a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1.
if you are within
And even the ending of the game points that out. It's like, yeah, this is just a simulation of what happened in Shadow
There's no
Moses.
reason for me to believe
And we
any of
just wanted to
this.
see how
You
things would
understand
run
that?
if we were to do this again. So this entire thing is just a giant simulation, which is dumb as hell.
you have any
But,
other leads?
Where
Yeah,
are
so
those
literally, when I tell people that
hostages?
this game's a remake of number 1, I'm not kidding. It really is. And to make matters worse, I realized it as I was playing the game when it came out, and by that time Metal Gear Solid 1 was only like 3 years
The
old.
hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall. in
Actually,
the
about 3 or
Shanghai
4 years
Port.
old at that
You'll
point.
find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is
So I think Metal Gear Solid 1 came out in 98?
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker.
Listen, you dork.
You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect unamplified. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. This security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
Yes, get dressed in front of me. Slowly.
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the Corps and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the Corps section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Okay, so I need to head back to the warehouse and get the magazine I saw.
Crap.
Because you put down a dirty magazine, they go crazy for it. You run up behind him, put him in a headlock, and force his face into the scanner. Which was one of my favorite things to do in Splinter Cell. Ooh, that's a good suggestion. I should play Splinter Cell, the original Xbox one, some of these days.
You can find their continuing presence here unusual. Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man would have a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like.
And that's never really answered either. Yeah, that's one of the big questions, is how do they know all this? How does Olga know all this? Well, actually, Olga is in charge of the Russians. They're her people. So why she's suddenly helping you?
To bring the football along to a
which actually I understand why later, but it's just it's convoluted for not really needing to be.
Shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a new
Oh, Mortal Kombat. I posted up the we're talking about tasks earlier. So I posted up the one of my favorite tasks for Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo, which is absolutely insane. That's the link for it right there. Yeah, if you want to see how crazy like a task can get for Mortal Kombat 2, check that out.
The very same bipedal capable vehicle Shadow Moses Infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
It's a Nokia. You can derail a train with it. Just put it on the train tracks. It might get slightly scratched up, but it'll still work. Sweet. So when you were fighting just to get 2 minutes.
Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden.
There we go. Stream Look Reading Edition.
Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
Or Kung Fu Fighting Edition.
Zoom.
What?
Since we have no
Nani?
leads on the president's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
You did the 5,000,
Yes,
then you decided you wanted to get 2 minutes cut, and then you got that, so now you're almost up to 3. I'm sure you'll hit 3 minutes, no problem.
Understood.
So you keep thinking like you've hit the end of what you can do, and then you just find another couple crazy cuts, and there you go. It's pretty much the pattern you've been following so far. Alright, save, so I don't have to listen to all that nonsense again.
What's up, Jack? Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body
Oh,
belongs
the right
to
arm's
Solid
missing. You
Snake.
mean Liquid Snake?
So the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the
Oh,
flesh.
something tells me you already have.
But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy
You
personnel
think?
and infiltrate the core section. Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
Yeah, you got to like the 10,000 like almost overnight. You're like, oh, I'm stuck on this. Next thing you know, it's like, bam, 1,000+ cut out of nowhere. Alright, so where am I at? I'm at E. Need to get down... Yeah, I need to go to the warehouse anyway, because I think that's... Where is it at? I'm trying to think like where the magazine and everything else, sediment pool, dining hall, warmer sump. Yeah, so I think warehouse is where I need to head to first, because there's more items I need to pick up. Still only have... Okay, a level 2 card now, so I can get a couple more rooms. Grenade. Let's see. Sediment pool. I'm trying to remember where all that stuff was. Maybe it's transformer room? No, it's gotta be... Oh, that's right, I'm not at the warehouse yet. I was thinking I was right in it, but I'm not. Well, I'm sure you'll get it. I mean, it's not too far off. I don't think you're gonna have a problem hitting that in no time. Literally what happens when you try to cartwheel upstairs. Okay. This way. Yeah, I mean, that's the extreme. That's what you can do, like, if you were to go frame by frame, you can do all that crazy nonsense, but pulling off the majority of that just is not possible in a real-life run. I mean, that's literally the thing, is, I mean, that's what, like, input reads do anyway, but, I mean, when you start adding in crazier things like, you know, going frame by frame, because, I mean, like, basically, the person doing the task knows that, okay, like, at this frame, the computer's gonna punch. That's why you can, like, keep automatically ducking underneath the crazy stuff that happens. I think there's this guy. Yeah, so I got all the grenades out here, so I'm gonna throw a chaff grenade. Which should screw up that gun drone, I hope. It does. Good. Okay.
Nothing here.
Since I'm here, save again. Always with the saving.
Jack, do you...
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, it gets pretty crazy for the input reads, but I own a Neo Geo, so I mean, I'm used to crazy stuff like that happening. I've never really been good at Mortal Kombat games. I'm more of a Street Fighter player.
Fine.
Fine? Is that
I
it?
said, fine, leave me
I
alone.
really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay, then.
Let's get dirty.
Let's talk about you.
Like cleaning the car,
Yeah, your
cleaning the
least
house.
favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh, yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so
Like,
badly?
supposedly they've been dating
Because
for like
I'm
over a
curious.
year or so.
Why?
Is it really
And
that
she doesn't
strange
know
to
anything
wanna
about this
know
guy all of
more
a sudden?
about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but
You know, sometimes I... Oh, look, now we're talking about me, not you. Why won't you tell me anything about what you were like as a child?
It's like, why does she
What
even
kind of
find this
things
guy
you liked to
attractive?
do?
He's got
What
no
kind of people your
personality.
parents were. I've never heard you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Like how I killed all those younglings.
It's a promise.
There's somebody.
Dude, seriously. Okay, where's the stupid magazine at? I need to drop down on it, and someone's gonna call in for a status report pretty soon. Okay, so... yeah, how do I get to that? I can backflip here. Roll over. Don't look up, dude. Yay! Okay, because I need that later on, so that's why I went through the hassle of trying to get it.
Unable to locate the AWOL source. Nothing else to report.
So I just left him on the floor. Ah, we can't find that one soldier. He's good as gone. We'll let him sleep it off. Okay, that's exit. Yay, found the gun. I think the suppressor is in the shell itself, like the big one.
If you wear an enemy's field outfit and carry an AK...
No, wait. Now I remember where it is. Suppressor for this gun
don't forget
is
this.
after you fight
Only
the
guards in
Harrier.
Shell 1's core are armed with AK rifles. The others are armed with the AN-94,
Got an AK?
the official rifle of the Russian army.
Didn't have to spray.
If you
Today
hope
was
to
a good
disguise
day.
yourself as the enemy, you don't want to be carrying an AK outside of Shell 1's core.
Still get that M4. I don't know where it's at, but... okay. Let's do it. Okay, C4. I can't remember what that's going to be good for, but probably come in handy. That's still locked. Yep. Thanks, game. You told me a little bit too late.
Right, come in.
So no doubt I'll have to do all that crazy stuff again. Because the game hates me. Well, all the task is, it's just literally, it's Mortal Kombat, so... It's all in-game music. Okay, he's down. Maybe I'll take out this guy from the first... Yeah, I can take him out from here. Now, it's been a while since I listened to it with the sound on it, but it might have messed up at some point. It's a possibility. Okay, skip this. So I mean, whenever you start like screwing around the game like that badly, where you're almost causing crashes, I mean, you're bound to have weird things happen. Probably the sound getting out of sync as well, I would imagine. Just at the level of corruption they're able to do with the RAM. Why is it SOCOM bolts all of a sudden? Okay, there are bombs in here I need to watch out for. Not this room, I'm fine here, but... Hey, there we go.
Watch out, Raiden. There are IR sensor traps in that location.
Infrared sensors?
Right. A booby trap connected to plastic explosives. Crossing an IR beam will trigger the detonation of a critical amount of Semtex. You will be killed. Make no mistake about it. Avoid contact with the beams at all costs.
Now, I don't think I have... No, I got the thermal goggles in the first tanker level, which does not carry over. Okay, so Snake gave me his cigarettes. I remember he did that, and you're like, oh, why is smoke terrible for you? Yeah, it's like, this is where they come in handy? Unless I'm missing it on this side. Yeah, so the game, up there they are, okay. So what I should be able to do is... I like how fast cigarettes kill you, too. But Popeye taught me nothing at all. It's that you can instantly reverse all the damages of smoking non-stop, even in your sleep, just by eating spinach. Ooh, popcorn's awesome. I use... Oh, that's where I get the M4. If you ever want to make popcorn exactly like the movie theaters, there's a real simple trick to it. Number one, cook it in coconut oil. Number two, add in this stuff. You get one of these. This is like literally a lifetime supply. It's called Flavacol. And this is actually what movie theaters put in their popcorn. It's like a flavored salt. It also makes it that certain color. So what I do is when I make popcorn, what I used to, I wasn't dieting, was do the Alton Brown method, where you basically put in a big old like rounded sloped pot or a container, cover the top with aluminum foil, poke holes in it, but I melt down coconut oil in there first. Throw that in. Throw in. All you need for that stuff is like about maybe a little more than half a teaspoon. It's very potent. But I mean, you get something that size, it's going to last you forever, just about. Then pop your popcorn like normal, and it tastes just like movie theater stuff. It's absolutely amazing. I say it doesn't seem like a whole lot. You're like $8 for something like this, but like trust me, I bought one about a year and a half ago. I'm not even like a fifth of the way through it. Okay, I'm pretty sure people are going to come tearing butt around corner. We'll see where they go. Then I'll exit. Alright.
Unable to find the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
He's like literally right in front of him. He's like the green square where everyone was looking. Oh, I went the wrong way. Of course I did. Okay, cool. It didn't reset on me. Okay, that's awesome. Alton Brown, he's got some good recipes, but holy crap, that guy is just insane. Like, my favorite recipe to rag on him about is his recipe for... Why is it not auto-tracking? His recipe for, gosh, drawing a blank on it. French toast. It literally takes him over a day to make it. He's like, well, you gotta make this special bread and this custard mix and let that refrigerate for 18 hours and then do all this other crazy stuff. It's like, dude, it's French toast. Just make up the stuff like you normally do and then soak your bread in it for like 5-6 minutes. If you got brioche, which is the best stuff to use, soak it in that mixture, the custard mixture, for like about 2 or 3 minutes, really, then fry it up like normal. There's no making your own bread stuff or anything crazy like that you need to do. Blammo! Alright, now we need to run and don't stop. Okay, this is going to be a problem. M4, let's take this thing out of the air, since... Haha, that was fast. Yeah, another good one that I like to use, I actually posted this in Yellow Killer Bee's Discord in the recipe section, was fajitas, Alton Brown's fajitas recipe. And if you follow his exact recipe, he's like talking about getting wood chunk charcoal and cooking. Oh, it's going to be a problem. It's going to spot me. Use wood chunk charcoal and cook the steak directly on the coals. Which is totally unnecessary. Really? I got a solution for this problem. I can get out of this, no problem. How can you see me? I'm around a corner. Anyway, yeah, like Alton Brown, like his directions are to get natural wood chunk charcoal, go outside, create a big thing, let it get down to coals, then take a hairdryer, blow all the ash off the coals themselves, then cook the meat directly on the coals for about 90 seconds per side. Pardon me. But then you read people online who can't follow the directions. They're like, it tasted terrible. Because they're using normal charcoal, not wood chunk charcoal. So they're cooking it directly on these like charcoal briquettes, which you don't want to do. 2, using a hairdryer to blow ash off of them is kind of dangerous. And then like they'd have these big, humongous, thick pieces of meat that wasn't cooking at all. So on a gas grill, what I do is I crank the thing up to stupidly high temperature. We're talking like 600, 650 degrees, really high on a gas grill. And use thin pieces of meat, but we cook it on the grill, gas grill, 90 seconds aside, it's all fine. And then follow the rest of the recipe, letting it sit, to get all the juices to collect, and cut it out and cut them up. They're not sizzling fajitas, but they're still really good. And it's really crazy that the fact that olive oil and soy sauce would go so well in a fajita marinade, which is not what you expect, but it doesn't taste like either of those things. But it's amazing. It's really good. So if you're in Yellow Killer Bee's Discord, go into the recipes section. I have it pinned in there. Complete with pictures. Hello there, fellow bad guy. Dos Fedonia. Okay, so I need to find the directional microphone. Chaff grenade. It's somewhere around here. Well, it's cool though, at least like when you go in the codec, you still are wearing your disguise. Attention to detail. Who else would be calling you? Yet. I mean, yeah, I am Yuck. We go to disco, dance all time, yeah?
Rose.
Where do you keep nuclear
have you
vessels?
decided to talk yet?
Nope.
That's too bad.
Why are you so interested in me all of a sudden?
Because I'm curious. More so than before. Does it really bother you that much?
There must be some things you don't want to say.
Like what?
You know, those things you don't want to say.
Let's see. Things you don't want to say. Like that you've been married before? That you're 80 years old? That you used to be a woman?
Rose.
I'm insulted.
What exactly is it you won't tell me? Do you
I'm
think I'd hate you
84.
if I knew? Do you really have that little faith in me?
No, it's nothing like that.
Then what is it?
It's...
It really bothers me. The fact that there's a side of you I don't know. Sometimes I just can't help myself.
You've got me right now. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not. I'm sorry. I know I'm being greedy, but it's just not enough.
Jack, it's all about me. Why don't you care? It's selfish of you to like suddenly just want to care about yourself when you're in a life and death situation. See, I think this is the elevator. Can't remember if there's anything else around here I missed. Nope, that's it. Okay, so that's the exiting. Anything over here? No, just a junction box. Okay.
Oh. Yo, what are you doing?
Nothing. Leave me alone. You don't. How did you know that was me?
Jack, what's going on? Answer me!
Vision mailed.
Jack!
Ooh, I forgot there was lockers over here. Chaff grenades, check out the lockers. So check out the lockers, now put your back to them. Alright, it actually worked this time. Took off my disguise, but... Alright. Sometimes it just doesn't work, it just falls inward. I think it might be random, I'm not sure. For which way it tends to fall.
Hold it! What are you doing?
Basement 1, Basement 2, just like Metal Gear Solid. So what you need to do, like why I went and grabbed the book, is you put it down in front of the retinal scanner, and then when the guy goes gaga for it, you can grab him and put his face right into the scanner itself. But first I need to find the directional microphone. Just randomly have M4 bullets just laying around. Makes sense. Hello there, fellow soldier. How do you do? Yes, I too am a fan of cold drinks. And such magazines as My Dog, The Sky. Dude, what? Everyone dies. No survivors. I don't know, man. All these guys just fell over dead. That was really the weirdest thing. No one will know I'm hiding in this locker.
No sign of the missing man.
How'd he get there that quick? Ignore the corpses in the next room. Alright, truth be told, I'm getting ready to stop because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is quite a long time for me. Alright, let's just see what's in here real quick. So I think this is where the president's being held.
I need some help.
This is where Emmerich is, or Emma is. So I think it's inside that room. There's another book up here somehow. I just saw it a second ago. It was like floating up there.
It was nothing.
Must have been a glitch. Oh, there it is again, see? There's like no real way to get it that I'm aware of, so odd placement.
Hello?
Hey look, Police Nuts. A game that a lot of people in America still have not played.
Hal? Hal?
Hal, you're my stepbrother, but I'm in love with you, Hal. This guy, oh, I saw that. And a picture of a girl in a bikini on the screen.
Venus in Cancer. Good morning. Good morning.
I love you, Hal.
What's up? Time for a treat. Good morning. Good morning. Venus in Cancer.
It's like literally watch the screen.
Venus in Cancer.
See?
Time for a treat.
Yay, okay. So that's where it is, but I don't care because we'll get into that till later. Yes, it's almost the end of the show where I wind things down for a little bit. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Nimix, Julian, BNB, thanks for hanging out. Fico as well. T. Wallace, I know you made an appearance too. So, yeah, my drugs are all wearing off for my painkillers for my back, so it's getting quite painful. I keep sitting here and streaming, so I'm going to call it for tonight. Might stream... Don't know if I'll do this again tomorrow. Probably not. We'll take another day break from it. But I've been wanting to do Soul Calibur 6 because I got my hands on that game. And I am so excited that 2B is in that game. She's going to be coming out as the next DLC character. If you've not played Nier Automata, you need to correct that mistake in your life. It is an amazing game. Do not play through Route A and stop when you get to the end because it's not the end of the game. Trust me. Believe me, there's a lot more. But, so I want to play Soul Calibur 6. I have not really picked it up much outside of just showing off like a little glitch I had found in the game. So maybe going through story mode or arcade, I'm not really sure, but try streaming that tomorrow. I think that might be a little fun. I've been wanting to get around to playing it, but I've been wanting to save it for stream. So I will be streaming again tomorrow. Today was a little odd because I streamed earlier than usual, but it'll probably be around the usual time, I guess around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thanks for hanging out. You can check me out at Wurzel555, which is my Twitter. There we go. I had to put a space after the @ but I'll always post up on Twitter if I'm planning to stream, usually about 2 or so hours before I usually do it. So if you follow me there, or just bookmark it if you don't have Twitter or whatever, you'll see if I'm about to stream or what time I have it planned for. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you all next time.